The night your mother stopped breathing, you had exactly 11 pesos in your pocket. You were 13 years old, standing in a hallway that smelled like bleach and broken promises. The doctor didn't look at you with sympathy. He looked at you like a problem he didn't have time for. "We need payment, tonight, or we move her bed." You ran to every neighbor, every relative, every person who ever smiled at your family. Doors closed, phones went silent. The city didn't care that your mother was dying. The city never cares. You walked back to that hospital with nothing. But outside the entrance, a man was watching you. He'd seen the whole thing. He didn't offer sympathy either. He offered something more dangerous. He offered a solution. "Come work for me. Tonight, I'll have the money to the doctor before midnight." You were 13, you were desperate, you said yes. That one word, yes, didn't just save your mother's life, it ended yours. This is the story of how a boy who just wanted to save his mother became the most feared man in Colombia. Level 1, the runner. You don't know what's in the package. You tell yourself that. Medellin, 1989. You run packages through the barrios of Commune 13, up staircases that smell like diesel and damp concrete, past women hanging laundry who pretend not to see you, past children who watch with eyes too old for their faces. Your contact is a man called Moscow. He has a lazy eye and a fast temper. He pays you 500 pesos per delivery, more than your mother made in 3 days of cleaning houses. The rules are simple. Never open the package, never run, never look at police directly. If someone follows you, you go to the bakery on Calle 10 and buy bread. Just buy bread and wait. One afternoon, the package tears in your pocket, white powder everywhere. You understand now what you've been carrying. You stand in that alley for a long time. Then you fold what's left of the package, put it back in your pocket, and keep walking. Because the money is real, and the hunger is realer. That night, your mother eats dinner for the first time in 2 days. She thinks you found honest work. You let her think that. Some lies feel like love. Level 2, the street soldier. Moscow notices something about you. You are calm. Most runners panic. They sweat at checkpoints. They talk too much. They make mistakes born from fear. You don't. You learned early that fear is just noise, and noise gets you killed. At 16, you're not running packages anymore. Now you stand on corners, you watch, you report, you carry a weapon you've never fired, but everyone can see it. The neighborhood knows your face now. That means protection for some people and a warning for others. A rival crew tries to move product through your block. 3 boys, young, stupid, brave in the way that only comes from not knowing better. Your orders are clear. You deliver the message without words. One of them is your age. As he runs, he drops his shoe. You stare at that shoe for a long time after they're gone. That night, Moscow hands you an envelope, double your usual pay. He says, "You have a future in this business." You buy your mother new medicine with the money. She holds your face in her hands and says, "God is watching over you." You don't tell her what God watched you do today. Level 3, the distributor. You are 19. You control 4 blocks. 12 soldiers report to you. The operation is simple but precise. Product arrives Thursday nights in fruit trucks from the coast. You break it down, package it, distribute it to street-level dealers across your zone. Collect every Sunday, no exceptions. You learn the business like a language, supply chains, territory boundaries, which police commanders accept envelopes and which ones don't. The ones who don't, you avoid. The ones who do, you own. A dealer in your network skims product for 6 weeks before you catch him. He has 3 children. He begs, he cries, he says he'll pay everything back. You give him 1 week. He pays back every gram. You let him live, not out of mercy, out of mathematics. Dead men can't repay debts, and fear is more valuable than revenge. Word spreads. In this neighborhood, he is fair, but do not test him. That reputation is worth more than any weapon. Level 4, the operator.
At 24, you meet the man who controls Medellin. His name is never spoken on the street. You only know him as El Señor. He summons you to a house in Poblado, marble floors, paintings on walls, a view of the city that looks like power itself. He watches you for a long time without speaking. Then he says, "I've been watching you for 2 years. You are smart, you are quiet, you don't celebrate when you shouldn't, you don't mourn when you can't afford to." He slides a folder across the table. Inside, maps, routes, names, a network stretching from Medellin to Cartagena to Miami. He says, "I need someone to run the northern corridor. Boats, planes, submarines we built ourselves. Enough product to supply half of America every month." You think about that alley in Commune 13, the torn package, the white powder on your hands. You close the folder. You say, yes. Level 5, the boss. You are 31. El Señor is in prison, which means you are El Señor now. 300 men, 6 cities, routes through Panama, Mexico, the Bahamas, a monthly operation that moves product worth more than the GDP of a small country. The Colombian government has your photograph in their war room. The DEA has a file on you thicker than a Bible. There's a $3 million reward for information leading to your arrest. You live behind walls with armed guards and dogs and cameras. You haven't walked freely in a market in 4 years. You communicate through layers of intermediaries so thick that your voice hasn't been recorded in 2 years. But power has a smell, and everyone around you can smell it, which means everyone around you is calculating. Your most trusted lieutenant, a man you grew up with, a man who was at your mother's funeral, is meeting with federal investigators. You don't know this yet, but you will find out on a Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday. Level 6, the fall. The raid comes at 4 a.m. Helicopters, armored vehicles, soldiers with rifles and body cameras, and warrants stamped with your real name, the one only your mother ever used. You don't run. There is nowhere to run. They've been building this case for 3 years. The man who gave you up knew everything. Your routes, your safe houses, your codes. He knew everything because you trusted him with everything. In the back of the military vehicle, zip ties on your wrists. You don't think about the empire, you don't think about the money or the fear you built or the men who called you El Señor. You think about a hospital hallway in 1989, bleach and broken promises, a doctor who looked at you like a problem, 11 pesos in your pocket. You think about your mother's face when she held your hands and said, "God is watching over you." You don't tell her what God watched you do today. The vehicle moves through Medellin, through the same streets you ran packages on at 13, past Commune 13, where boys with old eyes are standing on corners right now, watching, running, surviving. The system that made you is already building your replacement. It was never about you. It was never about any one person. The machine just needed someone desperate enough to say yes. And somewhere in this city tonight, a 13-year-old boy is standing in a hospital hallway with nothing in his pockets, and a man is watching him.